Hello there, welcome back to Bhanzu classes. I hope you're doing great. In today's session, we are going to start off with an amazing question. So let me show you the question. Here we are given some numbers and two blanks. How to fill the blank? Let us read the numbers first. We have 298, 295, two blanks and 286. Wait a second. What comes after 298? It's 299. But why do we have 295 here? Don't get worried. I am here to help you out understand the patterns between the numbers and help you understand how to fill the blanks. Alright, but before this, we will recall what we have done in the last session. In the last session, we have understood the place values of the numbers. So the 5 here is in the units place, 7 here is in the tens place and 1 here is in the hundreds place, correct? And how do we read this number? We read this as 175, correct? 7 tenths is 70. So we also understood how to write the numbers in words. So we write this as 175 with the hyphen in between 70 and 5, correct? Let's also recall what we have done and learned in the previous grade. We understood how to write the numbers in descending order, correct? What is descending order? When we are given a series of numbers which are jumbled, we want to arrange them in a certain way. And when it comes to descending order, we write the numbers from big to small, correct? We write it this way. So the biggest among the given numbers is 24. So I wrote 24 first and followed by 22, 21, 20 and 19. Correct? If you want to write the same numbers in ascending order, what is ascending order again? Correct. Ascending order is writing the numbers from small to big. Correct? So if you want to write the numbers from small to big, what would you write? What is the smallest among the given number? 19, correct. And then comes 20. And then comes 21. And then it is 22. And finally it is 24, correct? And I'm sure you also know this. The reverse of descending order will directly give you ascending order. And similarly, if you arrange some numbers in ascending order, if you reverse it, you will get the descending order. Now that we have understood what to recall and we have done a good practice of everything, let us get started with today's session. Let us learn playing with numbers. Are you ready for today's session? That's amazing. So in today's session, I am going to cover counting in tens, 50s and hundreds. And I am also going to show you how to do the skip counting. Are you excited for today's session? Let's get started. So do you remember this grid that I was talking to you about in the last session? What is 26 plus 10? Let's do that using the number grid and understand the relationship. So 26 is right here, correct? So let's take 10 steps forward and see where we are landing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We reached 36. So 26 plus 10 is 36. What is 36 plus 10? What should we do for that? What is 36 plus 10? Let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have reached 46 right now. Correct? We have reached 46. So 36 plus 10 is 46. Now if you observe the numbers 26, 36, 46, can you observe some pattern here? Which place value is changing? Exactly. The place value of tens is changing. It is increasing by 1 every time. Correct? 2 has become 3, 3 has become 4. So now did you understand how to add numbers in tens and how do you remember counting in tens? It's very simple. all you have to do is remember that when you add numbers in tens, you will always see a change in the tens place value. Got it? That's amazing. Now I have another wonderful question for you. Can you tell me what happens if you're adding 10 to 235? What happens? What is the result? Again, it's going to be same. Don't worry just because it's a big number. Only the tens place value will change. It's going to be 245. You can even count in ones and verify if it is 245 or not. Okay? So this is how, looking in the number grid, once you understand the pattern, without using the number grid, you will be able to count in tens. Let me show you another example. So here on my screen, if you can see, there are three numbers, 10, 50 and 100. First, let us count in tens. So here, 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 plus 10 is? Correct, 40, because the tens place value will increase by 1, correct? It's 40. 40 plus 10 is 50. What could be 50 plus 10? Correct, that should be 60, right? Now let's look at how and what happens when you're adding 50 to a number. Okay, we have 50 here. 50 plus 50 is 100. How did I get it? Instead of doing 10, 20, 30 and writing it down, I am counting in tens 5 times. Okay, so when I have 50, we will do 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Did you understand this transition between 90 and 100? Let me show that to you. So you have 50 plus 10 is 60, plus 10 is 70, plus 10 is 80, plus 10 is 90. How many times did we do it? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to do it one more time because we are counting in 50s now, correct? So when you do one more time, the 9 should become 10, correct? So we get 100. Did you understand this? Amazing. From 100, if you have to add 50 more, you have to count in tens 5 times. Correct? Let's do that. 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. Correct? So the next number is 150. What comes after 150? Let's write that down. 150 plus 10, 160, plus 10, 170, plus 10, 180, plus 10, 190. Now again, 9. After 9, what do we get? 10. But we are getting a 10 the second time, correct? So it is going to be 200. You get a 10 here, right? When you write a 10, the 0 is here and the 1 is going to be a carry over here, correct? So 1 plus 1 is 2. So that's how you get a 200. Got it? So 150 plus 50 is 200. 200 plus 50 is 250. But is there any quicker way, instead of doing 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, instead of counting in tens, is there any quicker way? There is. It is very simple for us to learn and understand the patterns when you're dealing with numbers of 5, 50, 500 and so on, which is to understand the pattern of these two numbers. Okay? So if you know, it's 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on, correct? Because you're adding 50, there is 0 in the units place always. So did you understand this? That's amazing. So now let us count in hundreds. Just because we're counting in hundreds, don't panic. I'm going to tell you how easily we can do that. So we have 100 plus 100. When you're adding plus 100, which place value should it change? When you're adding 1, 1's place value changed. When you are adding 10, the 10's place value changed. So when you're adding 100, which place value should change? Correct, 100's place value should change. So 100 plus 100 is going to be 200. The 100's place value is changed to 200 now. So 200 plus 100? 300. That's amazing. 300 plus 100 is 400. And 400 plus 100 is 500. So we have to skip a few numbers while we are counting instead of counting continuously. So here it says jump 2 steps forward. Okay, that means if you visualize a line of numbers, right? If you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all of them on a big road, then you have to skip 2 numbers and count. Okay, so it says jump 2 steps forward. So if you're at 0 and if you jump 2 steps forward, what happens? From 0 you move to 1, from 1 you move to 2. So you write down the 2. From 2, if you jump 2 steps forward, what will happen? 1, 2. You reach 4. Correct? From 4, where do you reach? 1, 2. You reach 6. Correct? Now, did you understand what do I mean by jump 2 steps forward? You're skipping one number and writing the number that you're landing on. Got it? So, let us do that with big numbers now. Here I have 104. What comes after 104? 105. 105 is not written here, so it is skipped. And we write 106. 107 is skipped, 108 is written. 109 is skipped, 110 is written. 111 is skipped, 112 should be written. So what comes after 112 now? Correct, it is 114 because we're doing skip counting, we do not write 113. Did you understand the pattern? Can you tell me 3 more blanks like this? Pause the video and let me know. That's amazing. So after 114 we get 116. After 116 we get 118. And after 118 we get 120. That's amazing. So now did you understand what do we mean by jump 2 steps forward in skip counting? Very well done. Let's do jump 2 steps backward. So did you observe? We have 269 and there is 267. So this means the number is reduced. It's not increasing. The numbers are reducing. So we have to jump backwards right now. So let us draw a very similar line to understand what do I mean by jumping backwards. Okay. So I will write down the numbers in a similar manner. Let's write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We are jumping backwards now. Okay. So when we are jumping backwards, we should start from the end. Correct. So if I'm at 0 and jumping backwards, I don't know what the numbers are. But here when I'm starting from 8, I know there are a couple of numbers. Correct. So let's start from 8. So if I'm here, I will jump 2 steps backwards. So this is one jump. This is another jump. And I reach 6. Okay. Now from 6, one jump, another jump. You reach 4. From 4, one step, another step. You reach 2. So you're going backward. You're going backward in direction. Did you understand that? From 2, if you go still back, then you would get 1, 2 and you reach 0. So what are the numbers that you got? You got 6, 4, 2 and 0. Aren't the numbers reducing now? Very good. So let us do a similar task with the numbers given. We have 269, 268 is not given, 267 is written. We did not write 266, we wrote 265. So when you step one more step backward, what do you get? 264. We'll not write that, we go one more step backward, we get 263. Very good. And 263, if you go backward, what do you get? 262. And then backward you get 261. And now from 1, you go backwards, you get 260. If you go one more step backward, what do you get? Correct, you get 259. Let us deal with the question where we have started at. Okay, here's the question. Here we have 98, 95. I'm looking at just 2 numbers because the first number is always same, right? Here it is 100th place is same. Here the 100th place is same. Even here the 100th place is same. Correct? So you have to analyze and examine the numbers which are not same. So that is where you will get the root to the pattern. Okay, so we have 98, 95 and there's 86. What should come in between? Let us examine the first two numbers first. So there is 298, 295. The numbers are reducing. If the numbers are reducing in a pattern, will you go forward or will you go backward? Correct. The first path is we should go backward. So how much back should we go? Let's write the numbers and understand. We have 298. If we go backwards, what do we get? 297, 296, 295. Oh wow, we got it. We have 295 here. How many numbers are skipped? There are two numbers which are skipped from 298 and we wrote 295. So let's go two steps backward again, skip the two numbers and write the third jump number here. Correct? So what comes before 295? It's 294. What do you get before 294? 293. What comes before 293? 292. That's amazing. So we have jumped 3 steps backward. So we're going to skip this one and we're going to write this 292 there. So let's write 292. What comes before 292? 291. And before 291? 290. Before 290 we get 289. So have we taken 3 steps backward now? Yes, this is from 292 we took 1 step, second step and third step we reached 289. So let us write 289. We have successfully filled the blanks. But is 289 correct? Let's see if we are getting 286 as our next number. If we are getting it, that means 289 is the correct answer. Let's cross check. So we have 289. What comes before 289? Correct. It's 288. And before 288 we get 287. Before 287 we get 286. Is this and this same? Exactly same. So here you have a challenge. Here we are given with a box and there are a few blanks. We are asked to fill the blanks. But how do I fill it? There is one clue here. We are asked to fill this blanks vertically. Okay. The clue is not like this in rows, but the clue is written like this. So there's a pattern which is followed in the columns. Okay, vertically there's a pattern which is followed, but these numbers are not continuous, right? 110 is here, 140 is here, 310 is here, 350 is here. But here in the last column we have numbers filled in immediate boxes. So this is where we have to understand the pattern. So let me read the numbers. 720, 730, 740. Which place value is changing? Correct. The tens place value is changing. How much is it changing? It's 2, 3, 4. Just 10. Correct. So what comes after 740? 750. Very good. And what comes before 720? Jump 10 steps backward. Correct. 710. Now read the numbers. Is it the right answer? 710, 720, 730, 740, 750. There is a pattern, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the tens place. So we have cracked it successfully. Let us fill both the first and second columns right now. So we have 110. What comes after 110? 120. And 120 plus 10? 130. 130 plus 10 is 140 and 140 plus 10 is 150. That's amazing. Now pause the video and fill up the middle column. Alright, so let me quickly write down the answers. 310 plus 10, 320. 320 plus 10 is 330. 330 plus 10 is 340 and 340 plus 10 is 350. So we have another question in order to understand the pattern. So we are given numbers Let us examine them and answer the questions. So we have 550, 570, 590. Correct? So from 550, how do you reach 570? Shall we count in tens? After 550, what do you get? 560. Is it written here? No. So 560 is skipped. We wrote 570. Again 580 is skipped. 590 is here. So 600 will be skipped and 610 should be written. 620 is skipped and 630 is here. 640 is skipped. 650 is here. So now did you understand how did we count in tens plus do the skip counting? Both of them together. That's amazing. So we have 915, 925, 935. Again, immediate numbers, hundreds place remains the same, but both these place values, tens place value is changing. Correct? So we have 915, 925, 935, and then we get 945. Observe the tens place. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. So what should I get next? 5. So it's 955. And then we get 965. What do I get after that? 975. Very good. This is a big star for you for doing a bonus question. That's amazing. And next we have 209, 207. Oh, again, the numbers are reducing. What does that mean? We have to do back counting, correct? So from 209, if you do back counting, what do you get? What comes before 209? Correct, you get 208. Did we write 208? No, we didn't. What did we write? 207. What comes before 208? 207. That's what we wrote. So we are taking 2 steps backward, skipping one number and writing, correct? So let's take 2 steps backward from 207. 206, 205. That's amazing. So 205 is written here, correct? So let's take 2 steps backward from 205. What do we get? 204, and then we get 203. So 1, 2. So 203. And from 203, let's take 2 steps backward. 202, 201. So we have to write 201. And then we have 200. What comes before 200? Yes, it is 199. So let us write that down. 199. So to master the art of understanding the pattern and writing the numbers very, very quickly, I want you to learn this one. Learn to read numbers backward very quickly. Okay? So from now on, you have to practice writing and reading the numbers backward also. So it should be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's amazing. What comes before 1? 0. So if you're mastering this, then you can understand any pattern. Let's quickly summarize what we have done in today's session. So we have understood counting in tens, 50s and hundreds. We also learned skip counting the numbers. Correct? So in the next session, I am going to come up with another beautiful topic. Until then, spark your curiosity. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.